Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Yeah! Welcome, kids! I'm coming in hot today.
You really are.
I had to drive to Dallas last night.
Oh, yeah.
And back. It was 3.5 hours for one singular dinner meeting, and I am feeling it today. I've got all the things inside my body to make me alive and alert.
We can
but
tell.
I'm here. The show goes on.
Yep.
Show goes on, damn it. And I'm hot. I'm hot, Jabes. And I'll tell you why I'm hot.
Please.
You drive back that late at night, and you start going through podcasts that we love, we haven't listened to in a while.
Sure.
And, I got a good 3.5 hours at that point. I've listened to all the things on Sirius XM because they just kind of loop it after that. And I was like, all right, great. Let's hit up all my faves, The problem is this. People don't understand when they become super rich that you have to change the way you talk about things and your persona. You've got to become a completely different person at this point. You are no longer the fun underdog that everybody roots for. You have to switch and go full Conor McGregor for people to love you and stay with you.
Sure.
Your followers and your listeners and all that stuff, because the guy you were when you started is no longer there because you can buy your way out of any problems. Now, I don't have an issue with this, okay? Trust me. If they backed up the truck and gave Daddy $100 million for something, I would tell you each and every day all the fun, rich things I did. And it would be rad. It's when you try to hide it or when you try to hold back that the audience is like, wait a minute.
Don't buy it.
Nope. This is a crazy fucking conversation. Two of them in one podcast last night were my friends. If you guys can figure it out at home, great. I don't want to say their names aloud. They had it was about a 2-hour podcast. 1 full hour was about Rolex watches.
You're not going to say the podcast or who it is?
Nope. But I'm just going to tell you this.
doing?
I'm going to tell you this. The watches were over $50,000 a piece, and they were just shopping online for Rolexes for an hour. And I'm like, boy, I knew both of you back in the day, and you can't pretend anymore.
Will you give us a hint of when that podcast was released?
I don't know because I just clicked it. It was,
How relatively new could you?
I would say, a week.
Is
Oh,
it
it's only
like
a week old? Okay.
A week tops.
Thank you.
two animals, one mountain?
I will say, thank you for listening to Softcore History. Yes, we finally made it.
Yes, they finally made
You
it.
guys made it. You guys made it.
Yeah.
You're rich. You're rich.
I like how there's 3 people on the show. 2 of them are your friends, and they have to guess which one.
Oh, fuck, man. But I knew them before all of this. So, not now. I don't know them now. This was before fame and wealth and all that other stuff. And then I'll swing it back to somebody else who I can mention because I don't know him and I don't care. It's Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy just sold Barstool Sports for $435 million. And that was the rest of it. He'd already sold a third of it for $130 million the first time. So you're looking at $600 million plus for all of Barstool Sports. And he's out. The rest of it is in stocks, which I think is what keeps them going and on the air. I'm sure there was something written in where you had to host the shows for 5 years or 10 years or whatever it is to complete this deal. It's amazing. Congratulations, Dave Portnoy. However, on the other side of this, he's been going after people on Twitter and Instagram, like Andrew Tate, actually Primetime Stein, the guy who was on Drinking Bros a couple weeks ago. He went after Primetime Stein, fuck this guy, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it's a bit. And he openly admits it on the show. It's a bit, everything that I do. And Primetime Stein had released these DMs where it was like, don't come after the champ. I don't miss, and all this other stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And then he was going after 2 other people. And I just said, look, this isn't believable anymore. Like, you're not the underdog. We're not rooting for you anymore. you've got to switch and go full Conor McGregor now and just start posting your yachts and your private jets and all that shit, because that's also what we want. We don't want people to get super rich and then pretend that they don't have money anymore.
Right.
Like, I want to see you doing all the cool shit. That's why we paid for all of it. You know, that's why we listen. That's why we bought the merch and did all the things. So you could get rich and then just live this awesome life that a lot of people can't live. That's a fun thing. Like, that's a blast to do. But it's when you don't do it, then people are like, wait a minute, what the fuck am I actually listening to right now?
Right.
Because we're done pretending that you don't have money anymore.
Yeah.
And you can't do all the cool things. And with that, just know that if it happens to us, or Jesse and I, or Dan and I, it'll be awesome, rad shit. And I'll tell you every day how rich I am. I will probably lead off with it.
Yeah.
I will just put my bank statement on screen and be like, hey, welcome to Ross Patterson Revolution, everybody. Here's my bank account real quick. And also, we're going to talk about paddling, which is back in Missouri. I'll lead with it. I'll be more than happy to, and I'll go down to the cent on it.
I'll do a goop type of site called Poop. And it's just all rich people shit.
I think it would be awesome if it was a PH. So like PH goop, you know?
Foop.
Yeah, Foop. And that way it's so rich that you're like, I'm not pronouncing the H, it's just there. G is silent now too.
I do like that too. I do like that. Very good. Very good.
And then you go over ridiculous shit that, like for you, for example, right? I think it would be fun if I could buy you the knife from the OJ murder. I think that would be great.
To cook with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just to slice your Wagyu. I mean, the most expensive meat with the knife that killed 2 people that night.
Yeah.
In Brentwood.
Sure.
I think that would be amazing.
Yep.
Bourdain, right? Whatever he hung himself with, like that's where your new painting is hung now, where you're just like, oh, all right, great. What's that? What is that attached to? Oh, that's that thing that Bourdain hung himself with in Alsace, France.
Right.
I bought it. I know it's super dark, but I just kind of wanted it.
Wasn't it a bed sheet?
I don't know, actually.
It was something
Did they
from
ever-
the room. I thought it was
Yeah,
a
they confirm
robe.
it? I thought it was the robe tie, yeah.
Robe tie.
Okay.
But bed sheet, whatever it was.
I like even when you have a bunch of money, you're just buying me stuff that you want.
No, I don't want any of these things.
Neither
but like,
do I.
If you want to live in the murder world, you've got to step up your game. I'm tired of every white woman who's into crimes and murders, but then they don't actually like the crime and murder part. Let's start living it out. Let's go Zach, what is it, Bogans? He's the one that's buying all that creepy shit. He's got the thing. Start living it out, ladies. That's all I'm asking. Like, if you want to watch it, really, really watch it. Like, really get into it.
Yeah, I think the true crime world is definitely needing some consulting from you.
Well, don't you think it's fake? Like, don't you don't kind of feel kind of fraudish about it?
No.
With like true crime shit where it's just like, really?
Yeah, really. And I think like the charts and probably downloads would back me up on that.
Not that. It's not the shows themselves. I'm talking about the listeners, where everybody wants the true crime shit, but they don't really want to have the real shit or actually see. Like, what was the one that you were brought up? Was it Heaven's Gate? And you didn't want to hear the kids die?
No, it was Jones.
That's it.
Jonestown.
Yeah. And you don't want to hear the kids die and all that
Nope.
stuff.
Nope.
Like the bear, the guy who got killed by the bear. I could listen to that 1,000 times, and that's true crime. But real white women actually don't like that part of it. Yeah. Why is that?
We just like we're intrigued by the investigative part of it, how they find them, how they think they can get away with it. The craziest thing to me is a person that's not like a serial killer or a sociopath or whatever, killing like their wife or someone, and the path and the things that they do to try and get away with it. And then conversely, how the detectives find like the one piece of hair in the carpet of the van of what, you know what I mean? So that's interesting to me. I am not a, gore-seeking sociopath, whatever, little creepy in that way. So I don't actually want to hear the kids being killed. I don't actually want to see the pictures. There are people that do. Obviously, there's a market for it. It's just not what I'm into.
There is. I know true crime is the biggest category you can get. And look, certainly documentaries, podcasts, if you're in that space, in that world, and you're able to get in there, game over. I mean, that is massive, massive amounts of dollars. I'm talking about the listeners who actually listen to it. once it boils down to it, when you start having conversations, and I'm sure you've had them with other housewives and things like that, they're like, oh yeah, I don't want to hear the screams or see the blood or the crime photos, like the real ones.
Right.
Because like and we're not going to pull them up on this show, but like they are all over the internet, and it'll lead into another story we're going to talk about in a second. But if you look at the OJ thing, for example, all of the crime photos are out. I mean, everywhere across the internet, they are gruesome as shit. I've looked at all of them. And they're crazy.
Yep.
You guys don't want to see any of that.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's just kind of about the mental game, the long game of how these people got killed and thought they could get away with it.
Yeah, it's the act of it. It's what brings them to that point, and then them trying to get away with it, and then how the detectives or the investigation of finding the person that did it.
So you don't want any of the cool things. If the Heaven's Gate shoes were for sale, you wouldn't want a pair of those.
I would want that.
You would want that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In your size, or you just want to have them on a shelf?
One of them have got to be my size. There was women too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I went down a deep rabbit hole for those shoes, by the way. $2,500 a pair.
Yeah, the Heaven's Gate Nikes and the sneakerheads who collect them is a story on Vice.
Oh, yeah. Pull this up.
But those aren't the actual ones.
This is the article I read, correct. But even the replicas that are out right now?
I would take it. Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just read this story, Bob. That's a great find by you. Man, we're vibing today, Bob.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go today.
Braves are only a game and a half out of first. College football is starting this weekend.
Let's have a fucking day today.
Fucking go.
Let's go. I just read that article a couple of days ago, and then I went deep down a rabbit hole on eBay because that's where they're actually verifying the shoes now, which I love. Shout out to eBay for that. I think that's amazing. I've gotten fake shoes in the past, and I was like, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're verifying all these, but they are going for about $2,500 a pair. I don't know what happened to the originals. That would actually be a fun documentary for an hour on like an HBO of like, what did they do with all the clothing with all the dead people? Do you give that back? Because typically when somebody dies in your life or family or friends, there is a bag that you pick up. I've had to pick it up at a police station.
If it's not a crime scene or ruled a homicide. So I think if it's a homicide, they have to keep for as long as they want or as long as whatever. They keep everything.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because we don't know what kind of technology is going to come up in the future where you can actually test things.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. This was just a normal death. So, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I understand that. Speaking of normal deaths, we've been talking about this Kobe Bryant thing for a while with Vanessa Bryant. They got a verdict in last night. And I said she was going to get all the money for this, and they definitely got all the money for this.
Yes.
$35 million they got. And then the other woman, it was a man, her wife and her daughter were killed in the plane as well. He sued as well. So out of that 35, he got 15 million for it. The craziest thing is it went to the verdict, like to the jurors, on Kobe Bryant Day in Los Angeles on 8/24.
Wow, I mean,
he wasn't losing. Kobe still isn't missing, dude, from up above, dude.
Right,
Kobe
right.
still isn't missing up there. And on the day, what are the chances that trial wrapped up on 8/24 on his day in Los Angeles? So he got all the money for it, and in my opinion, much deserved. I wouldn't want to see that of my kids out on the internet or the world for anybody else to see.
Yeah.
But it takes somebody with money to do
fight
that.
Against that, yeah.
Because that legal team of hers probably cost somewhere in the $2.5 to $3 million range to take this to trial, to go against those DAs out there. And she clearly has it. And I enjoy shit like that. I don't enjoy many lawsuits, but in something like this, good for her, I say.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Bob, we're paddling now back in Missouri.
That's paddling.
Did you get paddled as a child?
As a child?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I've been paddled at school in Missouri before, but that was more of a
fun,
extracurricular situation.
Sure.
There was one, so in Georgia, man, when I grew up, they were, I think, just ending it at that point. But this district actually is bringing it back. Do you know this district here?
No one knows this district.
Southwest Missouri.
It's, Cassville, Missouri, which its claim to fame is it was the Confederate capital of Missouri for 7 days during the Civil War. It's in Berry County. Here's the map. All right, here's the map. The only things that show up are McDonald's, the Walmart, and the high school.
Do you need anything else in your town?
I guess not.
Nah.
And then let me just zoom out because I had not heard of this place. I didn't know where the fuck it was. Can already see the Arkansas border. That's a bad sign. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Arkansas.
Look at this. I mean, it's like 100 miles. It's 100 miles west of Branson or something.
If you can't get away with it there, where can you?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's-
if we can't paddle there,
That's the land of the Soggy Bottom Boys
then
right
where
there.
can you?
No reason for Arkansas to catch strays here.
Wow. Have you been to Arkansas?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Sure.
It's not necessarily that Arkansas is catching strays as so much as it is that area of Missouri.
Right.
is
If
not-
you're by the border there, yeah.
Now, Bob, pull up Drudge Report because this is what I find hilarious as far as like a thumbnail, like a picture for this. So just zoom in to the top. You can just zoom in on Drudge Report. It's fine. Just pop that up full screen and then go. It's the picture in the top left-hand corner there. And put that on screen right now. You're good. That's a decent size for it. Okay.
Why?
This is the image that they decided to run with this story. Now, after what Bob just showed us there, that there's a McDonald's and a Walmart in that town, and that is about it. Do you think there's going to be a hot-ass girl, and this is what is actually going to take place? No. It's going to be some toothless troll who's getting trucked with a wooden paddle.
And by the way, is it that age? Like, are we paddling like 20-year-old girls?
She could
or
be
high
younger.
Schoolers?
We don't know.
No, but do you know what I mean? Are we paddling high schoolers, or is it?
If you're going to paddle in the district, it's got to encompass everything.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's got to encompass all of it. So, good for them, I say.
So this is, I think it's just school district wide. And I guess parents were upset because their kids kept getting suspended from school. Now, this is a county of like 14,000 and a town of 3,000. So what do you think the size of that high school is? Like fucking
600
kids per class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many kids are getting suspended. This is kind of insane.
Yeah.
But so they wanted option other than suspending. So the...
Well, I've got it here. The younger students can receive 1 to 2 paddle swings, while older students can get up to 3. And
But
that's
as an
3 is
option, and it's almost like a fuck you, right? The parents are like, we don't want our kids being suspended. Their fuck you answer is almost like, all right, cool, we can fucking hit them.
No, this is what the parents wanted.
They wanted.
They
They
surveyed
wanted another option.
No, they
No.
surveyed the parents on the options.
Yes.
And they were like,
They said yes. The parents, this is their exact quote. The parents said they had thanked the district for approving the practice that has mostly been in decline across the country. The parents also said, why can't you paddle my student? Sure. And the guy said, we can't paddle your student. Our policy doesn't support that. And the parents were like, we're fine with it. Just go ahead.
As a student, I would
Lay
take
'em
the
out.
paddling.
Yeah.
I would rather take the paddling than like a week suspension or SIS where you just sat in a cubicle.
In-school suspension, yes. I'd rather take the paddling. Out-of-school suspension, no. I had no time. I mean, I had no problem filling up my time when I got out-of-school suspension.
I mean, smoking cigs and it was just a paddling. Like, say you got caught in the bathroom smoking a heater and they're like, all right, 2 paddles. You're like, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
the problem with that, though, is you need a cigarette after the paddling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure do.
It's a vicious circle.
Can you smoke while you're getting paddled? Because I think that would be a nice option.
And is it like a double jeopardy if you get paddled for it once? Do we keep getting paddled, or then like we paddle you once and you can do whatever you want?
Now, another thing I want to point out. So on Google, when you Google a town or something or a city, photos come up, right, on Google Maps, representative of that area.
Right.
Yep.
You know, the whatever. If it's like St. Louis, they'll show the Arch or
Yeah.
Busch
Sure.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do we got here?
For this,
haunted
normal
house.
small town stuff, water tower, house. Let's get down to the 6th picture. Only 6 pictures in.
Yeah, sure. Nice cloud there.
Oh.
That's
Look
the
at
6th.
that.
And that comes up on just the Google search of the town.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well,
and that's just a Chevy truck's hat, and it's camouflage. I could barely see it because of
but
the
you know
camouflage.
what? But you know what though? That does paint such a vivid picture for me of the town,
Yeah.
right? Like if I were seeing that, I go, oh, okay, I get it. I got it. Got it.
Here's a photo of a parent explaining to his 2 children in Cassville that they're going to get paddled at school this year.
Yeah.
Look at that. Those guys are underneath a
Okay,
nice
guys.
tents, and
You
the
better-
chairs look comfy.
You better get your shit together.
That's actually that is the middle school.
Is it really? It's
Yeah,
just
this
out
tent.
It's just
The tent,
outside.
yeah.
It's just an
That's
outside
the
middle
class.
school. Four kids out there.
That's Coach Carl.
That's your state, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
That's your state.
MIZ, baby.
Yeah,
Wear it
yeah,
with pride.
yeah.
Wear it with pride.
It's all making sense.
Wear your state with pride.
Yep.
Put it on your sleeve.
Yeah, you can say it's close to the border all you want. It's not over the border, is it?
Nope.
Nope.
It's well within
Still in there,
state
yeah.
lines, brother.
Say whatever you want.
You can't escape where you came from. I'm sorry.
Guys, I have a question.
What's that?
Out of my 3 states, California, North Carolina, and Missouri, which one do I claim now?
North Carolina.
Yeah, I think.
Even with the cotton?
California is out.
Oh, even with the cotton story. Is that
The
North-
cotton story was in California.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought
was?
it was
Yeah, it
North
was.
Carolina.
No.
No, I think North Carolina still has their nose.
You know what?
Clean,
in all
I mean-
sincerity, here's what I found. Because I love the beaches there. We've long said this on the show that we'll retire there one day. I love it there, right? The reason why that state is super interesting to me is the last election. It was 2018 there, I think. It was the midterm election in North Carolina. No, shit. I'm sorry. It was 2020. And typically that state votes red. They voted everything red except for the governor, who was, in my opinion, the worst person there. Like, I wouldn't mind voting out some of the others, but that governor was a piece of shit. So, like, clearly there's enough people in that state who have different opinions on things that are willing to go Democrat and Republican for different things there. So I think you're safe in that one. Like, California to me has just become a shithole. And it sucks because it's the most beautiful state next to Hawaii that we have here in the United States. But what are you going to do? And then Missouri is just kind of it's a flyover state, right?
What am I looking at, Bob?
I'm just taking a tour of the town.
Oh, you are?
Of Paddling Town?
Yeah, Paddletown.
Paddletown.
Paddletown,
Oh,
USA.
that's. I mean, that's.
It's a nice little town
It's
square.
Exactly
nice.
what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's like beautiful.
Look at that. Got your China Express.
China Express. You don't say.
Love it.
Oh, you're a shiny star.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Bob. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Taking people on a tour through their lives.
Look at that.
That's got a lot more than I thought it was going to have there,
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
exactly.
Look at that fun little corner. What is that, a little market?
They got a bank.
A soda fountain.
Oh, shit. I bet you they put real vanilla inside that Coca-Cola there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
A pharmacy.
How easy do you think it is to rob that bank?
I mean, that's where
This
you
is
gotta
a-
go. That's
this is
where you
actually
gotta go.
This is a funny story about this bank. This is a huge chain
Is it really?
in Missouri, and it was founded by Kimmy Schmidt's family. That's why Kimmy, what's her name in real life?
The famous
Oh
Kimmy
yeah.
Schmidt?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I know what you're saying.
The actress.
Kemper, whatever.
Ellie Kemper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her family runs this bank. It was founded by Ellie Kemper's family. Everything in Missouri, there's a ton of shit in Missouri named after Kemper.
Okay.
So when she
Really?
went to her little ball that she got in trouble for, it's because her family is the biggest banking family in the Midwest.
Interessant.
Whenever somebody gets famous like that and then they have a crazy family like that, you're like, God damn it, what a waste. What a fucking waste. Remember the Maras, Rooney Mara and Kate Mara? She was the girl with the dragon tattoo, the American version.
And now she's with.
Their parents own the Giants, like the New York
Joaquin.
Giants. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so fucking rich.
Oh, no. Not just the Giants.
What else?
The Steelers.
Oh, shit. You
They're
don't
of
say.
both families. That's why it's Rooney
boy.
and Mara.
Are
She's
you
named
kidding?
after both.
Damn it. Are you kidding me?
No, the families intermarried at some point because they run in the same circle. Their
Yeah.
kids got married and had Rooney Mara and Kate Mara, but for Rooney, they named her after each, or the first family name, and then Mara is the Giants' name.
No fucking way.
Wasn't one of the Rooneys like ambassador to Ireland?
I think so.
Yeah. What a wild story. Good for Joaquin, you know?
Yeah.
He needed a break.
You start out in Children of God, end up with a Rooney and a Mara.
With a billionaire.
Yeah.
And an Oscar. A billionaire and an Oscar. What a life, you know?
What a life.
You can fake a rap career just because you were on drugs and got prostitutes and wanted to film it.
I don't know.
Because you thought it was funny. It was not. Nope. They turned that into a bit later on, but man, that was.
I don't know. I don't think you'll ever know.
I definitely know.
I don't think you'll ever really know.
No, I definitely know.
No.
Yep. It broke up a marriage.
He had the Kanye cosign. He was a real rapper.
Yeah, right. Boy. Whatever.
This triggers you, doesn't it?
Yes. This one in particular, where it's like, bro.
I was following it the whole way. I was so invested. I was believing it almost, because that's back when Kanye had his blog.
I was definitely not believing that. Like none of that whatsoever. And I was like, all right, sweet. It's a bit that doesn't work, and you're like, please just stop doing it.
Yeah.
Please just stop doing it. Like, you ever have a buddy who pulls out magic tricks at a party? We've all got one friend who can do magic tricks.
I can do magic.
I know you can. I know you can, Georgia.
We know you can, bud.
I know you can.
All right, bud.
Who just stops the party and who's just like, and you're like, oh, no, stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Why are we doing that at a pub? Like, we don't even know these people.
Right.
Stop doing magic as an adult. Where if you're 12 and that's,
Pick a card.
Yep.
I don't know. We know one that it
Sure do.
It works though.
Sometimes,
works.
Jabes. There's other times where it's been uncomfortable.
Oh, no way.
Magic is uncomfortable. There was a place in LA called the Magic Castle.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
You can go there.
100%.
Yeah.
And they only allow like the most elite professional magicians in the world there, but you have to go to the Magic Castle so you know what you're getting. Going to the Magic Castle to watch all these people.
You have to be connected with a magician
Correct.
in some way.
Yes, and if you get the invites, you got to go and you got to go see the thing and it's rad and all that stuff, but that's what you expect going to the Magic Castle. Now, if I'm going to Carla's 32nd birthday, who's a friend of Jesse's, and somebody stops the party and says, I got a magic trick for you, and makes a hanky disappear, that's when shit goes out the window and it goes south real quick.
What if I make you reach up your butt and you pull out an ace of spades?
Nope.
What I like to do is be like really amazed by like really simple stuff. What? How?
Yeah.
And just be like, and they're like, I just had it. It was just literally in my sleeve.
Now, for Jesse, it's people who rap, white people who rap who are older.
Well, it starts with this. All right, give me a beat.
Yep.
And then the first part of the uncomfortableness is someone doing like a beatbox. Yeah.
Look at how uncomfortable. Leave the single on her. She's even uncomfortable with just me doing that right now. Yeah.
In the name of the game, in the rhyme and time.
Yep.
My name is Jesse, and I'm here to say.
My name's Jay Fire, and I like to play.
Yeah. See?
Oh, nothing will make her more uncomfortable. Mine is magic out in public. Where
I'm
like,
about to quit.
Why?
Just if Giorgio raps again, I'm out.
Yeah. It's a lot, right? It's hard to even like keep talking.
This is the feeling you get at parties. This is it. You guys are all in it now.
Or
you
an
feel
impression.
It. You feel the cringe.
Like a very like mainstream impression of like either
Christopher
a
Walken,
Christopher Walken,
Jack
a Jack
Nicholson.
a Donald Trump is like very uncomfortable now.
Does your mother sew?
What's? Oh God!
Did he drop acid today?
Or like a really bad English accent when someone like is not good at it at all. Can you do one? If you can't, then you need to try right now.
Yeah. Can you do a British accent? Yes or no?
Like a really.
Let's just go ahead and take it there today.
Good day, governor. Listen, you taking the
Yep.
God, yeah.
Exactly.
That is nails on a fucking chalkboard to me. Like, yes, These are the things that make us uncomfortable in real life. And
Or an acapella,
shit.
an impromptu acapella
Yeah.
of someone that like thinks they can sing.
Yep. I
No,
can't
someone
stand that
that-
either. Yeah.
We know a couple people, one of them might be in the company, that
Who?
not anyone that's here or comes in on a regular basis.
Okay. That busts out
That-
a cappella singing.
That can sing.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
They probably won't do it around me because that's immediate grounds for firing. Like you're out of here, and I'm not going to do. I'm not.
What?
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Yes. Why that song?
Because that's you go BJ on that, you go Billy Joel on that, and that's when it really just puts the knife in you.
We sang that in
She's
chorus
an up
senior year.
down girl, and you're just like, fuck off, dude. Get out of the house. Get out of my house. Take all of your belongings.
And you got to add in like the bass or the baritones got to add in. It's like for the longest time, and then it's like for the longest time,
Yeah.
getting that under it.
Whoa! Nope. Yeah, I don't. I can't hear that out. Can't hear that out. Now, things that impress me at a party, where if I'm out or something, like somebody sits down and plays piano very well,
For sure.
you're like, holy shit, that's
Yes.
dope, and it sounds
Yes.
nice, and you're in the
Yes.
atmosphere, or whatever. Even somebody who can play guitar relatively decent, where you're just like, oh, all right, cool, and they just kind of can bust it out real quick. They don't go into like glycerine, like something like that,
Yeah.
but just kind of like a ding 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 ding, and you're like, oh, that's sweet.
You don't like a little impromptu Wonderwall?
No.
Dun, dun,
No,
dun.
I
we
think
had
I
that
would.
once.
I
We
think
we
I
had it
would.
once in real life. Jared Taylor
Yeah,
on the
I feel like
cruise.
that's a lot of.
We posted the video of him singing Wonderwall. Does not remember it to this day.
Right, and I think that was like part of it.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Very, very funny.
Yeah.
And then he blacked out on the floor, and we did an entire live show for an hour and a half.
And
with
we
him
say
laying
thank
face down on the
God for him because he cruised.
floor. Oh, he cruised hard.
The rest of us didn't really cruise.
cruised.
We didn't really commit to the cruise as much as Jared did, and we say thank God for him.
So if you weren't there, because everybody's asking if we'll ever do that again, the answer is probably not. That's a hard no, I think, just because how crazy it was and out of control. And it was a blast. It was fun. It was one of those moments in time. If you were there, you were there. If you weren't, sorry about it. But no lie, to this day, people ask me if that was a bit where Jared was blacked out on the floor for the entire show. And I said, no. He was genuinely.
He did all the
Pass the
cruising
fuck out.
stuff. He did the buffets. He was out like drinking in the pool with people, threesomes.
Yep.
All of the things
Swinging.
that you do.
Remember they
swinging.
switched
he
with
had
another
a
couple?
swinging couple situation. Like all the things that you're supposed to do on a cruise, he fucking did. And thank the
And
Lord
I
for
miss
that.
him. I miss him. I love that guy.
You guys
I
did all
fucking
of
miss
that
him.
without me.
I
We did.
know.
We
Can
did.
you
I think
imagine,
you-
Giorgio, what that would be like?
I think
if
you
we did?
just missed it by a year,
I
actually.
did. I heard about all these stories.
Yeah.
It's how you sold me on the company, to be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna cruise again. You're like, all right.
Well,
love
it's all true. We said, look, if you work here, just work hard. You can smoke weed all day. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Bunch of weird people come in all day. You can get fucked up all day.
You
Do
can
whatever
rap?
you want as long as you work and don't rap. No, that is not on there. It's not on that list.
Okay.
Wait,
Damn
Jesse,
it.
did you just tell me I could rap? Like I'm good at rapping?
No, I said you're allowed to.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure you just like kind of gave me some encouragement.
Said that you're good.
No.
I'm gonna take that as encouragement. I should start my mixtape career.
Sure should not.
My name is Giorgio, and I'm here to say
His mixtape is called Vibes, and you're just like, oh god, damn
Yeah.
it, no.
I want to hit. I want to hit. I want to hit.
Because each song is a different vibe. Do you get it?
Yeah. Chris Phelan is saying, I miss Nick. So do we. By the way, we miss Nick too. The recession is hitting all of us, by the way. So it happens at companies.
miss
But we
Nick?
miss Nick here.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. He was great.
Now look,
We're not
when
we're not
we-
immune to a recession either. And shit, man. I mean, even because advertisers will go away as well. That's what happens, man. They start slashing budgets and all that shit, man. It sucks. Fucking sucks. We've had to let go of a couple people here. But I'm sure every other company's going through it. So no really need to bring it up on the show every day. But yeah, I'll certainly give him a shout out.
We do miss him.
Sure do.
Look, and we said you can continue to work. We just will
can't pay
not be
you.
paying you. And
Yeah.
look, come on back in, do all the stuff you were doing before. We're not going to stop you. We would
don't-
like for you to do it.
We don't have the investors like a bar, so we don't have any. It's just
But anyways.
us and this. And then I take dinners in the middle of the night for 3.5 hours and then go back and forth. And I'll probably just end up dying on the show eventually, which is also great for ratings. So
Yeah.
that will be that, and then we're all fine with that here. We've already discussed it. If I am gonna die, I'm gonna try my best. We'll go long. I'll go like a 3-hour Rogan show where I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna die here, and that's fine.
Right.
And it'll be great for ratings, and we'll just leave it up on YouTube and be like, oh my god, because if you die of natural causes like a heart attack or something on the show, I don't think they can pull that down. And now if I got stabbed brutally, yeah, they're gonna remove it. But just a simple keel over.
And here's the thing. The family would have to fight to get it taken down, which we would not. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the thing. No one would be fighting to take down the content, so it would stay up no matter what
And
it
no
was.
one would know when you actually died. Like, it's just you falling over. So,
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
Yeah,
we
you
could
could say
say
that I was revived and then died later at the hospital.
Yeah.
It's not like the Anne Heche, sitch. Holy shit.
Where she sits
She
up
hopped
and-
up out of that bag. Wow, dude. Did you see that video?
Nuts.
I tell you what.
It is. It's not.
Find the video, Bob. I'm going to do the sponsors real quick. But even last night at this dinner, the homeboy pulled out the phone and was like, hey, dude, you in the Hollywood know? He's like, have you seen this? And I was like, oh, yes, I've seen this. And they're trying to tie it to like the sex trafficking movie she did and everything else. And I'm like,
Which,
it
by
has
the way,
nothing to do with it.
It was a Lifetime movie. It's not like some documentary that's like
No.
exposing anything.
No. So we can put that conspiracy to bed. And then you'll actually be able to explain it to everybody because you know the murder side of shit and when people die, why they do that to people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I think it's, yeah.
yeah, find the video
Bob
and then
probably knows,
we'll
too.
do the sponsors here real quick. First and foremost, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. I know they've been on the show for years. We love the product and everything else. They have never, ever done deals like this before. Everything is 50% off. All of the mattresses, the Ghost Lux mattress, they're all 50% off. 50% off the bundle package, 50% off everything. This will go back again to the
Wow.
recession thing. So I had a call with them. I got this email because they'll usually email you about the ad reads and everything else. And I said, why are you guys doing this? And they said, look, everybody's going through the recession, even though nobody wants to admit it yet. So we're trying to help people out. This will go through Labor Day. My best guess, they'll probably end it on Tuesday after Labor Day. They can't keep that going forever. They eventually have to make money. But for this time period, they're doing it. So take advantage of it. They're super fucking cool over there. And they also are one of the few sponsors left that lets you read ads how you want to. There's a lot of these. Some people hit me up about, hey, dude, some of these are word for word. And it's like, you don't really have a choice now.
Yeah.
And I know some other popular podcast hosts that you listen to have said the same thing. I can confirm it. I know Ghostbed, though, does not care.
Right.
And they would, like for instance, the Anne Heche video we're about to show. Now, she would have been more comfortable coming back to life on a ghost bed.
Yes.
Popping up like that.
Yeah.
And they're fine with me saying shit like that. And
Yes,
it's great.
yes.
So we love them, support their products. Their pillows are just as amazing. Their sheets are amazing. Everything they have there, we own. I've owned for, 4 years, 5 years at this point. It's in every room of my house. And I'm a gigantic fan of these guys. Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros today. I don't even think you have to use the promo code for the next week. It's just the URL. And then when you check out, there's a 60-month pay-as-you-go program that's still eligible with that. So if you want to space it out, congratulations. Do it. It's great. Great company, fantastic products, and 50% off of all their shit is madness to me. That's a lot. Because I know how expensive their products are, and I'm like, fuck, dude, that's crazy. So take advantage of it now. It's only going through Labor Day. Right now, go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros today. Next up, James, who do we got?
We have Freeze Pipe. Now look.
Giorgio.
Yes, this is a Giorgio ad. This is a probably high percentage of our listeners. And I used to
We all
used to
smoke bongs. Who cares?
partake
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. Sure do. There it
A
is, right there.
lot.
You can bring it in.
Smoking cannabis doesn't have to hurt. Giorgio, do you want
Look
to
at
talk
that.
about like when you just smoke like from a regular?
That's the nicest fucking
Isn't
pipe
that?
of all time. And what you do is you freeze it, and that way when you
Look at
smoke it,
this.
it's not harsh. It just goes right down. Boom, you're good to go. It used to be illegal to ship bongs and stuff through the mail. It is not anymore. Freeze pipe is the best there is. Dan Holloway said this is the best pipe he's ever had in his entire life.
He would know.
Exactly.
And they both love it.
Boom. Look at that slide. God damn it, that's nice. Shit, is it weird that I
Like,
feel like
you could
we made
leave-
it on that? I
You
feel
could
like we've made
leave
it.
that out like just on your coffee table, and I think it looks, do you know what I mean?
beautiful.
Sleek enough
Yeah,
that it's like, oh, who made that sculpture?
it's amazing.
Who made that piece of, thank you, Giorgio.
Yeah.
Thank you. The people love you. They love to see your face.
And you've seen this on other shows, and like a bunch of YouTubers have it. They hit us up, and we were like, yes, we're all in on this. Real weed is still the best. It's better than edibles and everything else. If you can pack that in there, you're good to go. I'm a lightweight, so I have to have edibles, right?
Right.
Because I can't go. I can out drink anybody on the planet, but I cannot out smoke anybody. Like, if I spent 1 fucking hour with Giorgio, I'd be inside the fireplace.
Well, flower these days is just not mom and dad weed anymore, where it used to be. I think my parents probably, had coughing attacks. Their throats probably hurt. Like, it was bad. The strains probably make it a little bit better. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of amazing that this technology is just now coming out to make it so that it doesn't have to like hurt when you're actually smoking flower.
The secret is these freezable glycerin chambers
kind of amazing.
that come in every single pipe. So you pop one of them in the freezer for just 1 hour. That's it. And the smoke passes through this icy chamber, instantly cooled, going down your throat, and it's incredible. Technology is amazing. So for a premium smoking experience at everyday great prices and free shipping, visit thefreezepipe.com and use code DrinkinBros for 10% off your entire order. That is thefreezepipe.com. Promo code DrinkinBros for 10% off there. It's almost like a piece of art in
That's
your
what I was
house.
saying.
I
Like,
know.
it looks sleek. It's not it's
great.
not happy faces and peace signs anymore.
No.
We're definitely moving up into a more sophisticated world.
Yep.
And we're getting science involved.
Weed and booze. Next up is hardafseltzers.com. Here's the deal, kids. We're in 77 stores in Tennessee. So those Arkansas sitches right there, if you're in Arkansas or Missouri or whatever, just want to hop on over to Memphis and grab 12 packs. We're everywhere there. If you're in Kentucky, you want to cruise down to Clarksville, just right over the border there, good to go there. If you're in Knoxville, if you're in North Carolina, get them. Cheap as shit. Just looking at all the prices, people have sent in, for an 8%, it's cheaper than White Claw. Like Total Wines, it's $17.99 there. From Frugal McDougal, same thing, $17.99 there. So a lot of these stores for an 8%, I was like, oh shit, that's amazing. Because we don't set the prices. We sell them in bulk, and then the stores end up setting the prices, and it's amazing. And I'm like, well, you could probably jack that up if you wanted to.
Right.
But then I was reminded that I don't actually see I don't see that money, just what I sell it for. And I'm like,
Sure.
oh, all right, cool, yeah.
Sure.
So go and get, that's incredible. I will be there with Jesse, actually, next week.
Yes.
Next Thursday, we will be there. We're testing out the new flavors. They're on the desk right here, pina colada and watermelon. Once I give them the cans are done. Once I give them the thumbs up, then they just inject it into the cans and ship them out into the world. But in the meantime, if you're in the state of Tennessee, we are everywhere. Go to hardafseltzer.com. Just click on the store locator, and it'll give you every single address that it is near you. I mean, it's fucking everywhere.
What's the name of the Clarksville store, Bob?
It's got a fun name up there in Clarksville.
Someone's
I
asking.
forget what it is.
In the cheesy.
In the old chat.
In the cheesy.
In the old cheesy. While he looks for it, I'm going to get into the next one, Jabes. Sly.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, you're going to show an Anne Heche video, though.
Oh, are we? We doing that before? All right, let's
So
do it.
you
got
were
it? Do you have it, Bob?
you were
I was
teasing
asking.
it.
Well, here's the thing. I was asking Bob to do a lot, and I apologize.
That's all good. I got it all.
right,
The
great.
two Clarksville stores are Value and Variety, and Mulligan's Wine and Spirits.
There you go.
Oh, I know Mulligan's. Oh, that's great. Shit.
And then this
Beautiful.
Anne Heche video will
Right.
haunt my nightmares.
Yes, my God, you guys.
Will. Bob, you've been on fire today. I want to commend you.
And look, like there's not much to say about it, so we'll just kind of show this really quick if you haven't seen it, and then we can move on to the slide. But
yeah. It's crazy. So they wheeled her. She was inside the car. They get her out of the car. Firefighters
Actually,
were
he's
fighting
got
it for
a great-
65 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a great video of it. Let's just.
Well, I'm giving a precursor as to why. Here we go.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Fired up. Whoops. She just got up and got back to life.
Can I tell you what I think that sounds like?
Sure.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
You can take down the video, Bob. I'm good to go on that. Everybody has been posting this and sharing it and then asking why. And they tried to tie it into the sex trafficking thing and whatever. So the precursor to this was the car, when she drove it into the house, was inside the house for 65 minutes. It took 59 firefighters 65 minutes to put out this blaze. That's how intense it was. The fact that she was even alive is nuts. Her actual cause of death was smoke inhalation. That's what made her brain dead and everything else. But what I didn't know, and you told me after you saw this video, was why she was in the bag, because a lot of people were saying it was a body bag.
No, it wasn't a body bag. It was a sheet. They were covering her up. They do that with anyone that they're wheeling out of a scene like that, or if she had major burns on her face or arm, and anything like that where they're not wanting it to be exposed to the elements as they're taking her out, especially if it's a more high-profile person, even more. So it wasn't a body bag, truth seekers, but it was pretty standard procedure. Her getting up like that.
Well, look.
Is that cocaine?
No.
Did they have to shoot her with something to kind of like, I don't know, some kind of adrenaline for getting things go? I have no idea.
So for the pain, because obviously you're a burn victim at that point.
Right.
Somebody had mentioned fentanyl, like that's where the fentanyl came from. Was that they had injected it? And I know you did it for pregnancy.
Yeah, but they don't administer, I don't think, like pain medication right off the bat for that reason. That's not an emergency situation. It's getting her out. It's getting her to, life-saving measures.
Right.
Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's like a thing that they do.
I think they give you something
on
for pain.
scene.
Yeah, I think it is actually. Because
Hopefully
usually
someone knows.
it's ketamine. Yeah, I think so. You can confirm this.
I would
Any
say
EMTs
in the
chat,
actual ambulance, possibly, but definitely not as you're trying to hurry her out of the scene. They're not making sure that you have pain medication from here to here. In the actual ambulance, I'm sure you're going to start to do the life-saving things there, right?
There's got to be someone in the chat that knows this.
It does.
Right?
Yeah, they're saying yes, absolutely. They give you
Okay,
pain.
just right away.
Yeah, it's pretty instant. And
And by the way, if you need it. Now,
she would definitely need it.
okay.
Holy shit.
Shock response, adrenaline. So if she's in,
Correct, yeah. And
she's obviously in shock, right? She just crashed into a building. She was.
Well, somebody asked me about it last night at dinner, and I said, they were like, how is that possible?
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, look, being in a coma, I had ripped out all the tubes and made it out of the bed and crawled to the door, and I was clearly.
You weren't in the coma then.
Oh, I wasn't.
No.
Oh, I was. So even then, right? So
Yeah.
Imagine that. If that is possible, then this is certainly possible. I don't think there is anything nefarious, because a lot of people are speculating, like, with the fucking movie and everything else. I don't think there is anything nefarious about this situation whatsoever. Do you?
No.
No, I don't.
No. No, the movie that she was making or that is going to come out and that she was a part of, she plays someone. It's not a documentary. It's not really exposing anything. It's a dramatic Lifetime type movie
okay.
where she's playing someone that's involved with sex trafficking, more so drugs, which I said the only thing I could probably say about it is that playing that part and being around in that world, she maybe like relapsed or something from it, just from like playing the part of a drug addict, something like this. But other than that, I don't think there's any more truth to seek out of this.
I don't either, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube and Instagram with these truth seekers, like their podcasts or whatever, and they're trying to turn this into some conspiracy. And no, there isn't one on this one, in my opinion. Like, absolutely not. Bill Schofield is saying, my aunt was embalming a high-level mafia dude's body years ago. They had an FBI agent in the room to keep anyone coming in to get to the body. She hit a nerve and the body shot up, and the agent freaked out and shot the body.
What?
Whoa,
Bill Schofield? What, bro? I mean, that all makes sense, but the
Bill,
fact
you might
that
have
it's
to.
someone
Next time you're down in Austin, Bill, we might have to have you on the show to discuss that one. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Definitely not expecting that one
But
today.
again, she did have other drugs in her system. She's in shock. Like,
Yeah.
she was, clearly or maybe like awake when she crashed, the shock of that, the trying to get out of the car, but all of these things. And then you pass out from smoke inhalation, but your body is still producing, adrenaline and all of this stuff. So not too weird. It's a real scary image, I will say that. And it is a real freaky video. But I do believe that there's lots of explanations.
Yes, I do too. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of like, oh, it's an Epstein type sitch where you're trying to expose people. No, it was a Lifetime movie.
The only thing I will go with is maybe she was dead already and it's a zombie type situation, and then they killed the zombie. But that's the only truth I'll seek.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now let's get into Sly.
Sly Stallone, you petty fuck.
Is this real?
Yeah, but I take everything that they're doing right now with a little bit of a grain of salt because they are doing a reality show.
Go to
about
TMZ.
the family.
Okay, there it is, right there. Okay. So Sly's getting a divorce right now from his wife, Jennifer Flavin, of 50 or 25 years.
28.
It's a long time,
yeah.
right? And he's 78, I think. In this picture you're seeing on screen, that is her face on his arm. As you notice in the picture to the right, there is now a dog face over her face. And you were saying that the divorce is over a dog? Is that true?
I mean, look, if your marriage is that fragile, I'm guessing there's other things going on. But
Sly.
man's best friend turned into wife's worst nightmare. This is page 6, so be ready for some.
Joyce.
Them trying to be the comedian here. But she filed for divorce after she and Stallone had a massive fight over their new Rottweiler. She didn't want the dog. She didn't want to keep it.
Yep.
Stallone was like, I'm fucking keeping it. This is my buddy. This is my love. I will.
My homeboy?
My homeboy. I'll do anything for him.
Yeah.
It's me or him. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe she said that's me or him. And Stallone, they both are kind of, Stallone 76 apparently wanted the pooch. His name's Dwight. Okay. Keep that in mind.
Oh, boy.
So it, I guess, was an extremely heated argument, and they both are kind of standing their ground. And it's the kind of thing where I'm not budging, you're not budging. We'll take this all the way to divorce court because neither one of us is going to give, right? Like, I've said my piece, you said your piece. That's it. One of us is winning or we're both losing. And he, in the midst of this, covered up her face with a picture of the dog's face.
Boy.
And I just, you might be asking yourself, like, why is Stallone in the fucking news right now in this way?
Yep.
They are doing a Kardashian type, not Kardashian type, but they're doing a reality show.
Which they should have a long time ago. The daughters are way hotter than the Kardashians. Like, have you seen the Stallone daughters?
Yes.
Insane. And so it makes total sense. They've been huge on social media for years. This one is long overdue for me. I didn't know why this didn't happen a few years ago, but I guess the Kardashians finally left, and they're like, well, let's fill the gap.
Stallone they didn't leave.
What do you mean?
They're on Hulu, but yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like traditional cable. And I think this is where that show is going, right? Isn't this going to be on Bravo or E?
Probably. Stallone's other dog, Butkus.
Yep. Like Dick Butkus.
Okay.
Yep. He's a linebacker for the Bears.
He has a bull mastiff. So, like, he really likes fucking annoying dogs.
Yeah.
And as a wife, you've got to just be like, bro.
Yep.
with the big, huge, slobbery, shitting dogs. Like, we're done with that. You're not getting one more of these fucking dogs.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, I am.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna get a dog.
Right?
I'm gonna get a fucking dog.
I kind of just think, I mean, the story's more just about covering the wife's face with the dog's face after that many years. And this divorce is already shaping up to be
Show the daughters.
pretty fun.
Put the daughters on screen.
She's saying that he's taking marital assets already and getting rid of them, which
He sure is. He's switching
definitely
bank
can't
accounts
do.
and
Totally
LLCs and all that other
illegal.
stuff. So here's why this story makes me sad, Jesse. I love Sly. I love Sly, right?
sure.
You don't get divorced at 76 after 25 years of marriage. There is nowhere to go at that point. I know you're Sylvester Stallone. You're super famous. You can take down the picture, Bob. I know you're super famous and you can walk out anywhere and you're still Sylvester Stallone. But you're at the last, 5 years of your life. Is that terrible to say?
I don't know
10.
with him. I mean, again, he's 76. Are we worried about his mental state if this is kind of shit he's doing out of nowhere? I have no idea.
I don't think it's his mental state, to be honest with you. I think probably he's just fucking bored at this point, and it's just like, I want these fucking dogs for whatever reason.
Or is it just the best hype for the reality show? They end up not getting divorced. They
No.
show all of this.
Why go through the tattoo? I mean, that's crazy to me. Why go through a full dog tattoo over your wife's face? If I approached you and said, all right, we're doing this reality show, okay? And after I'm 76 years old, after 25 years of marriage, and the storyline is pitched from a producer of, all right, we're going to get this dog. Now, you're going to hate the dog, and then what you're going to do
Real
in
quick,
return...
how much? Yes. Do it.
Probably, I would say probably $1 million an episode, yeah. Okay. He's got enough money, though. You
I'll
don't need
discuss.
it. You don't need it.
I'll discuss.
They have enough money at that point. You don't need it.
Maybe
'Cause then
she's
what does he
bored
do?
too. I mean, fuck. Let's shake it up a little bit. Let's have a
guess.
fun little fight. All we do is sit around and read books and fucking cook with Guy Fieri. By the way, she's never around for the fun stuff, so I don't know how long they haven't really been having a good time together. Because anytime he has he'll have someone famous over all the time. Al Pacino, Guy Fieri. Like I said, I don't see her there.
Well, it's all dudes. If you notice, like in all of his videos, because I follow him on Instagram, I'm a fan, and he always has a lot of dudes over, and they're always watching the game, we're cooking. Fieri, Pacino, like all the guys are over, and you're just like, all right, great. And you never see any women in any of that, unless he's taking a selfie with one of his daughters. But you're right, I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, like them together, going out somewhere, like.
Yeah, I think at a premiere was the last time I saw them like in a picture out together. But to me, if you're Stallone, dude, that's at 76. What are you doing, man? Just stay put.
Listen to this.
Give your assets to your kids. Don't go through divorce.
Sure.
That's a hellish 3
Live
to
in
4 year
separate
nightmare.
houses. I mean, just
Yeah, dude. Just
quit it.
yeah.
This is funny. Page 6, you fucks. Unfortunately for both Flav and 54 in their marriage, their marriage was rocky. Boom.
Oh boy.
Page 6.
Yeah. Yep.
Page 6.
So
I'm a fan of that. I like puns. You know I like puns.
initially, I assume Page 6 just did that to be cheeky. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because they've done this forever. They've done this in print, whatever.
Oh, I know.
But now it's fun because they're fulfilling SEO by also making those puns.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a double dipper because
Yeah,
your
yeah.
SEO software is going to tell you, mention Rocky,
Yeah.
Yes.
mention Rambo, you know what I mean?
And they just try and put it in like a fun way.
Yeah.
you know, they'll be like, first blood was drawn in the divorce proceedings when.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that type of shit.
This
You
is
should
Bobby's
write
day.
for fucking, by the way,
This is Bobby's day.
you
damn
should
it.
write for Page 6.
God damn.
Doesn't he
this is
say
Bobby's
dumb
day.
shit like that all the time?
Man, if
He
you're
should
out there,
fucking write for them.
bookmark this day. 8/25 is Bobby's day.
Bob's day.
Yesterday was Kobe's day. Today's Bobby's
Today's
day. Dude.
Bobby Day.
My God, he's on fire today.
For the longest time. Stop that noise. Stop the noise.
Yeah, but fuck, dude, 76 you're looking at 3 to 4 years in divorce court and everything else. A buddy of mine just texted me, Amrish, if he's listening. Shout out, I'll see you in a week. But he texted me about
Is that your brown friend?
Sure is.
Looking good.
Yeah, and he loves it when I call him
keeps
my brown friend. He's just like, thank you, dude.
You don't. I do.
We both do.
And I
He's my
wonder
brown-
why.
he's my brown
I wonder
friend.
what he thinks about it. I'm sure he'll tell
loves
me
it.
when I get there.
Yeah,
okay.
he loves it. You'll see him.
Because in the same breath, I'll say looking good, keeping it tight. The gray hair's looking good. Like
It looks great.
your brown friend
So he's on fire.
keeps it on fire.
He's living his best life. He looks
Absolutely.
great. And he was the one who hit me up the other day and asked me about this Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie thing about the divorce, which is still going on after how many fucking years. I know what it's. I told him what it was over because she's popping in shit from the FBI trying to get these FOIA things released from where he was drunk on the plane and said, "I'm going to end your life" or whatever to her. It isn't about that. What they are really fighting over is this wine in this vineyard that is worth $1 gajillion because every woman in America drinks this wine. I finally had it with you guys the other night. It is delicious. It is delightful.
Delightful. It's an
That is worth
easy-
fighting for because that is probably a $500 to $600 million sale for that. The bottle's cool too.
Right. So it's kind of like a custody battle in that, like, the wife is going to say something bad about the husband in order to get the kids, although they're doing it over a vineyard.
Right, because the kids are old enough now, and they don't really give a shit. I think their youngest is like maybe 14 or 15. So
That
you're
and
past
like,
the age of like you're not going to T-ball anymore.
that and like if they want to go see Brad Pitt, they'll go see Brad Pitt. Like it's not
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
want to stay with Angelina Jolie, they will. And I don't think Brad's like really trying to get full custody of all the kids.
Yeah.
I think he really is trying to get full custody of the wine.
That's it. He wants full custody
And
of
I
the
like
wine.
that
The
his
kids,
priorities are
the kids he's giving up.
right. Well,
The wine is where it's at. That is a lot of money. Pull it up. What's it called? Miraval? Is that the name
Yes.
of it? Yeah.
Miraval.
Pull up a picture of it. As soon as you see the picture, you'll be like, oh, shit,
yeah,
I've
it's
seen
an
this at parties.
interesting bottle.
It is.
It's
It's cool.
a
And it's
good price point.
Yeah, it's decently
a-
priced. It's good.
It's an easy drink.
It's one of those where you show up at a party, you look like you spent a lot of money, but you didn't.
But not really.
And that's the
And-
key to wine. When you're not rich, just make it look like you kind of know what you're doing. Then show up with that simple.
classy.
Yeah, it's a great bottle. It's fun. Everybody, ooh, what is that? I'll try a glass. That looks amazing. What is that? I'll try a glass.
That's an
of that.
interesting bottle.
Yeah, and then this,
different.
and it goes in trends. So you got to sell it while you're hot like this, because something else cooler will eventually come along. Perfect case is 19 Crimes, right? That was the rage for like 3 years, where everybody was like, "Oh my god, I can take my phone, screenshot. I'm learning about this prisoner in Australia."
It never really worked.
Now
that
everybody's
well,
hip
but
to
yeah.
it, and they're like, it's a bottle of $10.99 wine.
It's
$9.99.
easy.
Yeah.
It's an easy.
It's good. It's a
Price
good
point,
wine, but
yeah.
now's the time to sell and
Sure.
get it at its height. That's
Sure.
where these guys are at, and that's what they're battling over.
Yep.
James, we have a crime corner today.
Oh, we do.
It's a little Friday. We should.
We should, and we,
should.
do.
Play the bean. There it is. Crime
Corner. We actually have a crime corner and a nature nook.
Do we have the Nature Nook sound yet?
Well, while we're doing the crime corner, they'll cue up some kind of monkey scream or something. But anyway, this one we have video.
Okay.
Right, Bob? I think we can play some sound with it, maybe?
Whoa.
This is a fun watch, though, guys.
Do you want to explain
An
it real quick,
Oklahoma
what we're
woman
about to see?
slipped out of her handcuffs and allegedly shot an AR-15 out of the back of a police vehicle towards deputies and a civilian.
Holy shit. Really?
Yeah, pretty impressive. And even
Sure.
while she's doing it, she almost is like surprised by being able to. So it's a fun video. I can narrate for
Yeah,
well,
pop it
actually,
up.
there's sound with it, right?
Pump it up on screen. Pump her up on screen. Whoa. All right. Yeah. Shit. I
So
wasn't
there's-
expecting
there's
it
someone
her
that,
to look like that.
explains what's going on in it. If we want to do that for the audio,
I moved it up to right when the video starts.
Okay,
All right,
great.
there she is.
Let's do it.
Play it.
Let's do it. So she's in the back of the car.
Police handcuffed her and placed her in protective custody in the back of a police car, according to the court documents. But while deputies were outside the car taking statements from civilians nearby, Clay managed to slip out of her cuffs and access a console in the front seat labeled gun, the undersheriff said in an
Look at this
interview.
foot. She's
They
like,
say she was
"Is this
then able to
happening?"
load around into the chamber and
Whoa.
fire outside the vehicle. Body camera footage released by police show moments shots rang out.
She hit.
Confusion as deputies try to figure out what just happened.
Danny, I'm hit right here.
One civilian receiving a wound to the chest.
Holy
He's later
shit.
taken to the hospital, according to NBC affiliate KFOR, while the sheriff's deputy
think
is
he's
only
fine.
grazed by the bullet.
Yeah.
As the deputies and the wounded bystander take cover and call
He's
for backup,
bleeding.
He's
more
shot
shots
straight up
ring
in the
out.
chest.
Got a
She
civilian
keeps
hit.
shooting from inside the cop car.
What the heck?
Law enforcement expert Cheryl Dorsey weighing in on the incident.
Okay.
Sometimes women are smaller frame.
She was not smaller frame. Sorry to if
This
anyone's listening on audio.
is the best.
She was not smaller frame.
No, we actually have
No.
a picture of, or some video of her surrendering as well, I think.
Holy shit.
It's a large lady.
Of an armored breaching vehicle, the woman finally
wow,
surrenders.
dude.
Look at this.
If it means saving
What's
a
the
life,
dog doing
you take
there?
as
What's
much
the
time
dog
as
in
you
there
need
for?
in order to bring this tactical situation.
Okay.
Holy shit. I'm going to go ahead and say this is the best crime corner of all time.
I mean,
We're 800 episodes deep in this fucking show.
that can't be true. That can't be
I-
true. You just like a video.
That's no. Somebody, because she had to load the round inside an AR-15. She's clearly done it before in the past, or she was just magically able to figure it out. Can we get an applause for that? Holy shit.
This is some drunken master Jack Sparrow
Yep.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
This was some like blackout,
There we
just
go.
like smarts kind of too, because by the way, being able to load and fire, right? Loading around into the AR-15
Yeah.
and fire it, is it that simple? I mean,
And she
I would
hit him
have
first shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the chest.
In the chest. And Homeboy was fine. He was
Out
like,
the window.
he go, I've been shot. I've been shot in the chest.
But also the surprise of that, they're just taking, she's in the back, they're taking a statement, boom, he just gets hit like right in front of them.
Yeah.
They don't know where it's coming from because they're like, it couldn't possibly be the woman that we have handcuffed in the back,
take.
right?
Do you think Dan Holloway could do that?
Well, I mean, he obviously can load
know.
around.
We'll have to- we'll
but I
have
don't
to
think
ask
he
him.
can get out of the handcuff.
He just walked in. Actually, hey, Dan, how hard is it to load a round for an AR-15?
And shoot it if you have
If you've never done it before. It's not
hard?
What's the actually grab a mic real quick
what
if you
if
don't mind.
you're blackout drunk?
Grab a mic real quick. Explain it to the audience because we just showed that video and it's fucking insane to me.
What's this? This is the woman in the back of the police vehicle that gets.
Yeah.
She
I don't know if
loaded an AR-15 and then shot it out the window.
She's handcuffed in the front of the back.
The back.
back.
And she accessed a console somehow that was, connected to the front, got out an AR-15, loads around.
Can
and
I see
shoot-
the? Can I see the video?
Let's
Yeah,
go
go ahead,
again. Why
go
not?
ahead,
It's a
play it
fun
again.
one. It's a fun watch.
Give it a ham horn, if you need to.
Of custody in the back of a police car, according to the court documents. But while deputies were outside the car taking statements from civilians nearby, Clay managed to slip out of her cuffs
slips out of the
and
cuffs.
access a console in
Oh,
the
well, she
front
got out
seat
of her
labeled
cuffs,
gun.
so-
That's
The
what I'm
undersheriff
saying,
said
but
in an
then
interview.
she accessed
They say
it.
she was then able to load around into the chamber and fire
Loads
outside the
around
vehicle.
and
Body
fires
camera
out.
footage released by
Arrested for in the
police
first
show
place.
moments shots rang out.
Well, look at this. So she shot the dude.
She just shot that dude
as
in the
deputies
chest.
try to figure out what just happened.
They don't know where it's coming from.
One civilian receiving a wound to the chest. He's later taken to the hospital, according to NBC affiliate KFOR.
Okay, we already watched this.
While the
So
sheriff's
Yeah.
deputy-
the question to you, Dan, is is that as impressive as it seems?
I mean, once she's out of the cuffs, no, not really.
For her to load around
it's-
in an
it's-
AR-15?
I guess it's impressive that she got out of the cuffs. I don't know how she would have been able to do that unless she. Well, look, if the guy didn't cover properly.
Exactly. And if she had smaller wrists, then it seems like she would have.
And how are they put in the back of the police car? Is it the magazine isn't in the gun itself?
Well, I mean, there's nothing more useless than an unloaded gun.
Right. But
But
they
it
were
shouldn't
saying
be-
she loaded it.
So typically, I believe in this type of vehicle, the rifle is up where the center console would be, but all the way forward, right? Or sometimes it's in the passenger side. I don't know.
So it looks like she got it from the passenger, or from like she reached around somewhere and kind of pulled it from the side.
Yeah, it should be locked in. Like a lot of them have. I'm not familiar with this particular sheriff's department or the vehicle or anything like that, but a lot of them have this. It locks into the magazine well like that, and I don't know if there's an additional actual lock on it. When I say lock, I mean the same way that the magazine's locked into the magazine well. So if she just reached up there and hit the mag release and pulled it out, whatever. But if it seems kind of like there was just a loaded rifle sitting in the front seat.
It's kind of what it seems like,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Well, they said she loaded the round.
That's what the news reporter said.
Loading
so.
when it says loading the round, you can
just cock it
like
back.
My gun right now, there's a magazine in here, but it's not loaded, right? Like there's nothing in the chamber. It's because I don't want to shoot my dick off, basically. But you can. Loading the round is easy. You just pull the slide back on this, on that. You just pull the charging handle back.
Gotcha.
Right.
So that's what they're.
So they're saying she basically just like put one in the
If you've seen a movie before, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out.
All right.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Well, she did
Fair
it,
enough.
and she shot up the dude. Look, kudos to her. 1, 2, kudos to the guy who got shot in the chest for not making a big deal out of it.
Sure. Man, I got shot.
Man, I got shot in the chest.
Yeah.
Where's it coming
Not
from?
Not even screaming, not even falling
not
down.
even asking for 911 or an ambulance.
No.
Where's it coming from? Let's get a little closer.
By the way, no one like came to his aid, really. They're like still kind of having him walk around.
Well, he's upright and chatting like he's at a family barbecue. How's your cousin? Man, you don't say. You think he'll get a scholarship? Son of a bitch.
You tend to the wounded after you stop the shooting.
Okay.
Right? So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to kneel down next to a guy who's been shot when somebody's still shooting at you.
Okay. There it is. We got expertise on the show today. God damn it. This might be my number one crime corner on the show.
Really?
I think it's awesome, impressive.
It is.
Because when you go for something like that, your end game has to be, I'm going to kill all these people, and then I'm going to escape, go on the run, and live a different life.
It felt a little bit Sky King in that it's like, okay, I've gotten out of the cuffs. Okay, I have the gun. You can see it in her face where she's like, am I fucking doing this? Do you know what I mean? And like, you've gone that far, you're doing it.
I've got Sky King t-shirt.
Exactly.
On,
and so it's like,
R.I.P.
Look, there may have been a point where she's like, oh, fuck. But...
Yeah.
the ball is rolling. The train has left the station. You've got the AR in your hands, loaded.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's awesome. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna be real. You guys did it today with that. Now we have a nature nook on top of that. Do we have a flirty little monkey noise?
We do, and we have
or
just
something?
a real quick breaking news of Joe E. Tata, dead at 85. Peach Pit owner.
No way.
I know, and
He was one of the first celebrities I met in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yes. There was this chicken. There was no sports bars when we moved to LA. So there was this one place called Red Rocks down on La Cienega and Sunset, right past there, right? It was right on the corner.
He played Nat.
He played Nat on the show, and he was always there. It was always, because we would watch college football there, NFL there. It was the only kind of sports bar in LA, so we would go there, and he was the king of that place. Like, everybody knew him. He was friendly and did all the things. That sucks, but he's also old. So
sure.
Damn it, dude. He lived a great life, though. That guy always partied and had fun. He was hilarious. He loved being Nat from Peach Pit too.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet he he'd get recognized.
Oh yeah, every single time.
Everywhere.
And if you went in there, you knew you were going to see Nat from Peach Pit. You were just like, oh, dude. You take friends in from out of town. And you're like, hey, you want to see somebody?
Right.
I guarantee a Nat from Peach Pit is there. People were all juiced off because of 90210, so it was fun.
Nice.
It was a fun little party trick we used to do in LA.
Nice.
But he was a great dude, genuine guy. That sucks. What about the nature nook here? What do we got? We got a sound effect for it. We got a monkey going nuts.
Let's see.
Shot up on something.
Let's see.
All juiced off on meth.
Nature Nook sound. You guys got
Let's
it?
go. What do we got?
And then that.
Nature
Yeah. Fight back! Yes. Fight back! Fight back!
It's great.
Which one should we do, Bob? Should we do the fox?
Oh yeah, there's another video. Let's go. Let's video heavy today.
Let's go video heavy. So
right.
we have a rabid, rabies. infected fox, which if you haven't seen an animal that has rabies, like attacking something, it's really scary. It is like zombie dog. It is like that kind of thing. So this lady gets attacked by a fox.
Really?
She kicks it though. It's one of those things where it's like you can shoot it and it'll still come back kind of thing.
She's fine.
She's fine.
We'll
she has
find out.
some wounds on the hand, but
All right, let's see it.
here we go.
Here we go. Let's
Fox.
see this fox.
Sweet little fox.
Turn down the music. There we go.
She's on the phone. Fox walking
she doesn't
by.
see the
What's
fox.
up? What's up? What's
She
up?
doesn't see the fox.
On the leg. She kicks it. Boom. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
boom. Look
boom.
at that.
Kicking it. Boom, boom, boom. It's not stopping. On the hand. Keeps kicking
Yes.
it. Boom. It won't stop. It's still coming back. What do you want, Fox? We're
Look
not
at
sure.
that.
But you have rabies and you just don't even know what you're doing. It's the scariest fucking...
Holy shit.
Look at this. It's on her hand. She
Tosses it.
Are you
Tosses.
kidding me, dude? Are you joking me?
I mean,
at
this
this.
lady,
Just-
she's on the phone.
No. Oh, and the guy comes out with a
This
stick.
is the husband.
He's got a
comes out,
broomstick with the head missing off the broomstick.
kicks it.
Look at that, dude.
They're still fighting it, guys.
She's like Messi out there.
Finally,
Ronaldo.
Jan, I'll call you back. I'll call you back,
Look
Jan.
at this, dude. Oh,
It finally
boy.
got shot when it did. It went, I think, across the street and attacked someone else in the same way and got shot and killed. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Sorry to end this with a death of the
No,
rabies fox,
no,
but
no,
It's the only way it ends.
the only way it ends.
Yeah,
And they tested the way that they found out, other than the crazy behavior, is they tested it and it did have rabies. She obviously had to go
Get rabies
in and
shots
get
in
the
stomach.
vaccine. Yeah.
Yeesh.
I saw there was some kind of like medical mystery show I saw that completely freaked me out about rabies, where a number of people got it either from a bat or something weird where they didn't even think they got bit or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, it's one of those things that you're in the hospital and like, you're gonna die. There's nothing that, if you didn't get the rabies vaccine in time, you will just sit there and die a slow, horrible death.
That's
and
awesome.
no matter, even now with medical everything, they cannot save you. There's absolutely nothing they can do.
Great. Great.
There's one girl that they tried something. They put her in a coma for a very long time to see if the body would just like heal itself. She did come out, but she is like real fucked up. Not the same. Can't walk. Nothing like that. But most of the stories are what?
This just keeps getting darker.
No. I'm just saying like it's a cautionary tale. Now she knew because there was a rabid fox biting her hand to go in. But these other people that didn't know, it's like, oh, the kid was like playing with a bat. I don't know why that ever happens. But look, there's places that are close to the Arkansas border that I don't know what they're doing there, right?
Yeah.
So, they have a bat in a bucket and the kid, you don't even know that you're bit.
Yeah.
And you die a slow death. There's nothing that anyone can do for you.
These nature nooks, man.
Or also go get
dark.
a vaccine right now for it.
I guess,
for
yeah. Have you ever seen the
rabies.
movie Quarantine?
No.
Yeah.
That's about people going bananas with rabies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it would look like a movie that is, fiction. That's all exactly how it happens. There's nothing they can do for you.
What did the fox say?
Thank you for
There we go.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We're all done today. We're all done. The show is done. Okay? It's all over today. We're ending on that. And I want you to take that with you over the weekend, okay? We'll be back on Tuesday. You know the drill. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a review. That is all these assholes care about, advertising-wise. That's it. Go to Spotify, just click the 5-star, and then throw your phone out the window, because a new one's coming out soon, and Giorgio will have it on the show next week. I guarantee it. For Jesse Weissman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Bob's Day, 8/25/22. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.